let's chat about the auto sales pictures. Arun Malhotra, Senior Vice President, Sales and Customer Care, Automotive Division at M&M, joins in on the show. Arun, hi, afternoon. First, let's chat about how the sales have been of the SUVs during the month. XUV 500 is doing really well in the market, but what about Scorpio as well as Xylo and the refreshed versions?
Sales of our UV portfolio has been excellent this month. And for the UV and Verito vehicles, personal vehicles, we have recorded all-time highest vehicles, 20,573, which includes the Bolero, Scorpio, Xylo, XUV, and the Verito. So XUV had a very phenomenal response, and still customer demand is strong. And as far as the new Xylo is concerned, people have really appreciated its enhanced styling and the performance attributes which are added to the product. So overall, no reasons to complain. And Bolero continues to be as strong as ever. So the product portfolio overall, the personal passenger vehicles is behaving very well.
Congratulations on that. But would it be possible for you to give me an exact breakup of how the sales have been this month for Xylo, Scorpio, as well as XUV 500?
I would like to give, but for strategic reasons, we don't share the breakup. But I can only tell you, since it's the all-time highest for the combined, so all products have done well. They're all doing the full potential, and just to give you an idea that both for Bolero, Scorpio, XUV, we still have customers waiting. So that would give you some indication that we are on a strong wicket as far as it was concerned. But it won't be possible for me to share that.
We're well aware of that. Fair point. Okay, we've also seen that for the month of December and January, Arun, most passenger car makers have given hefty discounts. How's been the competition for you, and have you also undertaken any promotional discounts panning out for the last, 1 or 2 months?
We had a All India Consumer Promotion Scheme, but that was in the month of December, which is a traditional system that you want to get the entire year model stocks out of your network. But January and February, we haven't had any schemes as such. We still believe that the market pull for our brands was strong, so we didn't have to give any schemes as such in January and February.
Month on month, your numbers have eased off a little, Arun. So in the next 1 or 2 months, do you plan to undertake any such schemes wherein you would provide discounts?
Well, if you look at our numbers of February, and considering that February has 2 days less than January, and January was our all-time highest of our company's history. So February, if you project at 29 days sales into 31 days, which is the production also, we are an all-time high at this point of time. So at this point of time, the picture is very rosy, and I think the demand pull is strong. You get into consumer schemes when you see demand slackening or your inventory, whether it's the factory or at your dealership, building up. Fortunately for us, the demand is very strong. We have no stocks in the pipeline, and generally dealers also have good orders. So there is nothing in the near future the way I can see it. But one can't predict the future.
What about the tractor sales? Could you highlight how the growth has been there?
I don't handle tractors, but tractor sales has a decline, but I would not be able to get into the reasons why. But the overall tractor market is, I think, behaving quite badly. After 2-3 years of good years, the tractor industry is on a slump. But I won't be able to go into the reasons why it is. But tractor sales are down across the industry.
Fair point. Would you largely attribute it to a demand slowdown, or do you think the high interest rate environment is something because of which the tractor sales are taking a hit?
I won't have exactly, but what I do understand, what I hear from people is the output, the prices which farmers are getting for the crops, whether it's potatoes, whether it's onions, whether it's cotton, they are under real pressure. So I think that also makes a big difference.
Right. Arun, how's been the performance of the medium as well as the light commercial vehicle segment?
Light commercial vehicles has done very well. We have a strong growth of 33%. So that's a product group which is performing very well. Only in three-wheelers the performance is more flat. We haven't had much of an increase. So three-wheeler market has other different criteria. The number of financers are less. There are all low factors into it. But as far as small commercial vehicles, four-wheelers are concerned, in which we have over 3-4 products, so the demand is strong, and we have again grown about 27-28%. And in this area also, the small commercial, we still have orders pending in all our products.
And what about your export segment? How has that done?
Exports continues to do well. I mean, we got a more than 80% increase this month also. We done about 2,600 vehicles. And if annually look at it, also the increase has been about 70%. So I think exports month after month has consistently done well for us.
Arun, one final question. There have been talks about imposing some taxes on diesel vehicles in the upcoming budget. If that were to happen, what could be the potential damage that you see coming from this move by the government?
First of all, I think it shouldn't happen because it's been based on all the erroneous reasons that consumption of diesel is 15% in the entire diesel consumption of the country, which is actually has come out as hardly 2%. But since you have said that if the diesel, the government does put a higher excise, it will have an adverse impact. How much it happens, the time will only tell. But we only hope better sense prevails and excise is not hiked up. Because another reason why I would like to emphasize this, already on a large amount of diesel vehicles are sold in the semi-urban and rural areas also. And plus they already have, because of their length and their engine capacity, they already have a higher excise on them. And the excise on like our vehicles like Bolero, Scorpio is 22% as against small cars of 10%. So logically there doesn't seem to be much point, and this gap had widened over the years. So already I think the SUV type of diesel vehicles are already taxed, and most of them don't cater to the only luxury segment. They cater to a large constituency in the upper country market. So hopefully it shouldn't happen, but we keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, Arun. Good speaking with you. Thanks very much for taking time out and joining us today on ET Now.